I'd like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Hope you like what you see, baby, hope you like what you see. I would like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Give me something to talk about, talk about. I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. You're looking so nice. Hey, we shine.
Good evening. Oh, good evening. Good afternoon. Hello.
You did yesterday too.
Yeah, I did?
Yeah, you did.
I say good evening.
On the second show, you did.
You're going to have to speak into the mic because we're in a more open area.
Okay, so
The acoustic.
Speak into the mic.
Yeah,
We're in a more or less acoustic area. Me. Okay, I'm there.
What's happening, people? You know this is Big Ram for the Rand and Toe Show, TRT Production, along with my co-host, Tony Turner's in the house.
That fool.
In the background with us today, I know you can't hear him, but you're going to hear the buttons clicking, and every now and then you're going to hear him shout out something on the game, sitting back on the Xbox.
He just gonna blur out some irrelevant shit.
Irrelevant shit. It's Mr. Irrelevant. Thanks for joining us in the background, man. He can't hear us.
Goes crazy.
He can't hear us. So look, we just wanted to give you a quick update on what happened with the hockey player, and I thought it was interesting. So there has been an arrest made, and I want to read it to you how it goes. It says police in England have arrested a man in connection to the death of hockey player Adam Johnson. Condolences to Adam Johnson and his family. The man in police custody was charged with suspicion of manslaughter. Johnson, who played for the Nottingham Panthers, died after his neck was cut by a skate blade of the Sheffield Steelers, Matt Petgrave, during an on-ice collision. It is not yet known who has been arrested.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask the question because the information I received was a little different.
Go ahead. Excuse me.
You said he was charged.
He was charged.
Oh, what I read, it said that he was arrested but not charged.
It says here, and this is why I like to read all the time. It says the man in police custody was charged with suspicion of manslaughter.
Okay, it didn't say that in my article. It did say he was out on bail, correct?
It doesn't say that. I'm going to read on to the investigation.
Go ahead.
Our investigation launched immediately following this tragedy. We have been carrying out extensive inquiries ever since to piece together the events which led to the loss of Adam in these unprecedented circumstances. It doesn't say anything about. We have been speaking to highly specialized experts in their field and assist our inquiries and continue to work closely, but it doesn't tell you who they arrested.
No, they don't. They don't state his name.
Okay, so here goes. This is the part about the arrest. The arrest came after South Yorkshire police said that they were investigating the circumstances of Johnson's death, which was described as a freak accident by Panthers on October 31st. Johnson was taken by ambulance to the Northern General Hospital in Sheffield, where he was pronounced dead following the tragic incident, according to the Sheffield coroner's report. A post-mortem examination confirmed Johnson died as a result of the neck injury, police said. The incident put increased attention on player safety, but they don't tell you anything about the guy that they arrested. Why?
I don't know. They didn't mention his name at all, but they mentioned his name at the beginning of when it first started. So all you basically got to do is go back to the first story, and they did mention his name then because
His name is
Petgrave.
His name is Petgrave.
Okay,
I know his name. His name is Petgrave.
Okay.
My question is, why are they hiding?
That part I don't know. Oh, yep, there we go right there. I do see it.
Yes, Petgrave.
Player Matt Petgrave was the skater whose blade cut Johnson's throat. After the injury, they also state other things such as even though could have been whether with accident or not, it's still ruled as manslaughter, as you once said earlier. I didn't get to that part, but I do see it now. So this was a tragedy. That might be a double tragedy if he's charged and convicted. So were you looking for something that came before that, like it was intentional, or what are you looking for? I see the wheels turning, even beyond the afro.
It said Petgrave received a standing ovation from home fans in the Steelers' first game since the fatal incident.
Wow.
You get a standing ovation
For accidentally killing someone.
on the ice.
So is that
Allegedly.
right? But is that well? Yeah.
Allegedly, because they didn't charge him with anything.
No, you did say. How you gonna say manslaughter if you're not talking about a charge? That is the charge.
But they didn't say it was him.
They didn't mention his
They
name.
said it was an unknown man. They didn't say who it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we are there. That's what they said. But we already know who it was. So we're gonna eliminate that ignorance and move forward. Was anybody else involved?
To me, the way of, and by the way, I'm getting the story from the New York Post. I just want to make that clear. For me, the way I'm reading, the way the Post is writing it, it's like something happened to him on the way to the hospital.
What? No, I didn't get that. Okay.
Because
Fill us in.
my thing is, how do you arrest somebody for manslaughter, but he's not charged?
Well, that's what I said initially before we
Right.
before we started the show, that he was arrested but not charged.
Right.
But it did say the charge. Okay, let's go back and read that part about the manslaughter again. Why did they bring up manslaughter?
But they basically saying that everybody who commits that type of
the arrested man has not been charged.
Yeah.
Like, how do you arrest somebody? What
But
are you
don't
arresting me for? What are you arresting me for then?
is he detained?
He's out on bail from what I read. I don't know where I read it at, but I did read initially that he was out on bail.
Could he be detained?
Not without being charged. But then
Could he be detained during the investigation for the period
I'm
of
trying
the
to answer that.
I'm
but
sorry.
You keep talking.
Okay.
I'm saying not unless they're going by the rule of that they can hold you for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That they can hold you for 24 hours without charging you.
But that's if the league agrees to the investigation. Now wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Because the league itself, I'm pretty sure when the investigations take on, they ask the league, "What do you think?" Blah blah blah. The league's going to tell them we think it's an accident.
No, I don't think it goes like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because I could be wrong.
Okay.
My opinion is that it has to come to a point where it's still an investigation, whether it's criminal or not.
Right.
So it depends on who's doing the investigation. More than likely, it's law enforcement, correct?
Right. And I see the part here where you say he's released on bail.
Right, but it's law
So
enforcement.
who did they release
It's
on
law
bail?
enforcement who's doing the investigation. Who did they what?
Who they release on bail? Because they're not telling you who. Here's the thing. They're telling you that there was someone arrested.
Right.
He was charged with. He was arrested on manslaughter.
I'm going along with this, but anyway, go ahead.
But not charged. Okay,
Right.
you're right.
Right.
But then you have bail. Bail on what? It says the man who authorities have not named was charged with suspicion of manslaughter and was released on.
It said he was charged.
I'm looking at it here.
Okay, go ahead.
It says the man who authorities have not named
Right.
was charged with suspicion of manslaughter and was released on bail.
Right.
Our investigation continues and will provide further update as we can, the South Yorkshire Police Department. So my thing is, this is a little confusing.
Yeah, because I'm reading one thing that says the arrested man has not been charged, and you're telling me that yes, he has been charged. That might be a further on the investigation.
Okay.
What you're reading. Moving along.
The Panthers are saying that it was a freak accident.
Right.
The tragedy prompted the English Ice Hockey Association, the board's governing body in the country, to make neck guards. So they're not even saying that this guy Petgrave, that's the guy's name who cut the guy with the Adam with the skate,
Allegedly,
that he's even being, it's his fault. They're ruling it as a freak accident.
look what it says right there. Who injured Adam Johnson?
Adam Johnson.
Right. Player Matt Petgrave. It's
Petgrave.
telling you who he is.
Right, but then, okay, so if
Go
that's
ahead.
the case, why when it comes to the arrest, you use an unnamed?
I don't know. We all know that. That's why I said initially, I guess if we're going to go along with the ignorance, because we know there was only one other player involved.
Okay, so my thing is now let's get to the next point. You arrest a guy for manslaughter, but you don't charge him because is manslaughter is an accidental
Wait,
death.
how do you... Wait.
Manslaughter is an accidental
No,
death,
it
right?
could be accidental. It could go either way.
Okay.
But
So then what's accidental death?
vehicular manslaughter. There's vehicular manslaughter, which is not... That means the person died in the act of an accident.
Right, but it's still manslaughter.
Right. But it's
Right, so-
vehicular. I just threw it the vehicular because that's easier to explain.
Right, so in this case, the skates are in the place of the vehicle.
Okay, yeah, we can go with that.
So it's skate molecular homicide.
Okay, yeah, well, it's accidental. I forgot the.
Okay,
the
so
actual
now we
term.
agreed that manslaughter is death by accident.
No,
We
didn't agree on that.
We didn't agree on that.
we
Let me
can-
look
it can
up
go both-
manslaughter.
it can go
Okay, let me
both
look
ways.
up manslaughter. I'm gonna look up manslaughter.
It can go both
No, I just
ways.
wanna- I wanna-
You can
I just
it
wanna
can be
be sure.
intentional manslaughter too.
True.
Right. So if I come at you with a blade and just stab you till you die, that's manslaughter too. That's manslaughter 1. As a matter of fact.
That's true, but you can fight and come at somebody with the intent but not to kill. That can be manslaughter
That's
too.
the different levels of manslaughter.
You still came at him with rage.
Right.
Manslaughter is an unlawful killing of a human being without malice or premeditation, unlike murder.
Oh, so it is without malice.
So it's without malice.
So it's not if it, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay, so my point at this time, you have a man who took his foot off the ice. You just listen. I'm
listening. You
If
stop talking.
I'm
Why?
sorry because your
The people can't see our face.
your face expression gave me the idea I might be barking up the wrong tree, so I
You
paused.
still might be barking up the wrong
Forgive
tree,
me.
but I would like to hear the rest of your.
I would like to continue to bark. The whole thing I'm saying is this man took his foot off the ice. You watch the video. He took his foot off the ice. It's like he roundhouse kicked this. I'm sorry, I'm saying it.
But that's not. That's what you. Observed.
That's why I said
That's
my
what you perceive?
opinion
Okay.
of the video.
Okay, I'm going by video and facts, but I'm gonna wait till you're done. Go ahead.
That this man now. He might not meant to kill him. He might not have meant to kill him. But I know in my heart, in my opinion, I believe he meant to do that guy harm.
Okay, now can I go now?
You can go.
Okay, now based on the video,
Based on the video.
from different angles
Different
and
angles.
multiple looks, it appears to be that his foot got raised because he was undercut. He was undercut and spent around with the leg. That's how it appeared to me. That's how I perceived it. And that's how other people perceived it. That's why they said it was a freak accident. There was another player that undercut him that made him spin as he undercut him to try to keep his own balance, and dude just happened to be coming behind him.
He saw a dude coming.
I don't know about that. I'm telling you how
He saw a dude coming.
I'm telling you how it perceived to be to me.
Okay.
I know the audience can't see, but Tone just reenacted it, you know?
I'll turn your mic on, man. Go ahead, man. Listen.
Yeah, because I mean, that's the way I perceived it. And they showed it on different angles that he allegedly got undercut, and that's what caused him to spin.
You saw the video, Mr. Irrelevant. What do you think?
You can bring the video up too.
I seen it, but I only seen a piece of a clip. So I
Okay.
don't really like the
I
clip.
saw different angles. Bring it up. That video's still live somewhere.
I tried not to
Try not to what?
because it's a little disturbing to me.
Yeah.
Because it to me it just looked like you deliberately tried to hurt somebody.
But that's why you need to look at it at different angles.
Wow. You know.
To get a better picture, to get the picture I'm trying to project to you.
What, to get
Maybe
a-
I'm wrong.
To get a better picture of his foot going high in the air.
No, to get a better picture what caused his foot to go high in the air.
You know there are a lot of hockey players, right?
See, you could have been the judge in the what's the name, but looked at the video on the wrong angle. The wrong perception can have a man do 25 years.
Okay, so in other words, there was a whole lot of angles to that.
Yes, they showed a whole lot of angles to it. They showed it from the back, the front, the side, coming up, before the actual foot went up.
Okay.
The crisscross that he did, how he tried to cut him off, but the man tried to do what I guess it was like a pick. He tried to pick him to get his man room to go straight down the lane that he was going.
Right.
And in the increment caught, I believe it's I guess he came up under the right leg and caused them to
in
spin.
the neck by another player's skate. It's being called a freak accident, but that death may have been prevented by one simple, inexpensive piece of gear, a neck guard.
Okay, they talking about
No,
the
they
neck
ain't. They
guard.
talking about the neck guard.
Yeah, they talking about the neck guard. That's not what
They're trying to increase the family lawsuit.
Trying to increase the family lawsuit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at it here. Let's see if this is it. Let's see if this is it.
I think neck guards is a good idea.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see. Hell no, he wasn't underskated. Look at that video again.
Hold
on. Look at that video again.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I said I could have been wrong. That was just my perception, brother. Relax for a minute.
That skater skate past him.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
A hockey skater, right? I'm trying to get where you at.
Okay.
You ain't got the big screen today because we going mobile.
Okay. Look at the blood on the ice. Man.
Oh, there you go. We didn't ask for the graphics of the ad. We just trying to see the angle of the foot. Ah, man, you done threw my whole, what's the name? Oh, I'm spelling wrong.
Tone bugging, man. He meant to kick that dude, man.
Nah, man.
I
don't want to believe that.
Dude. I'm believing
I
it,
could be
man.
wrong.
The dude saw him. He skated in his area, waited till the other player came behind, and deliberately picked up his foot into that man's neck. That was no accident.
Nah, you looking at
That
the
was
wrong angle.
jealousy and anger of a dirty player, man.
I don't think so.
I said it. Now I'm saying it live.
Man, the rest of them
I said it in the prayer. I had to. I thought I might have to
hold
recant on my
hold
second.
Let me
Okay,
see
go ahead.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to
Check
see
it out.
if I can view it. Let me
All
view
right,
it on.
check it out.
Let me see what you seen.
Okay, but come over here and see what I'm
Let me
saying.
see what you
Go
seen.
ahead. I'm gonna take off mine so you can come on around. Come on around so you can
Okay,
see
get
what
out
I'm
the way.
saying. When I'm
Get
get
out
out the
your-
way. All right, when I'm getting out the way, it's gonna show it again.
It's
Sit
gonna show
down
it
there
again.
and pay
Okay,
attention.
let me see.
Yeah, then watch it again.
Damn, you can't do bigger screen.
All of these bigger screens, stop touching everything and just pay attention. It's like,
Okay,
you tell me.
wait.
Got your hand on everything.
Wait, shh. Hold
Here we
on.
go,
Okay,
here we
here we
go.
go. Which one is it?
Look.
See, look at the man undercut him just
He
now.
did not undercut him, bro.
But it's just like I said.
It's like the man skated in front of him. He waited.
He said a
came
pick.
back, and then like this, he picked his foot up to kick him in his throat.
Okay, hold up. Let me see. Now, you know what's crazy? I didn't know he kicked him with the left foot.
See what I'm trying
That's
to say?
what makes
the
it-
swing around would have been the right foot.
Right,
Come
exactly.
on now. You better
Okay,
focus.
hold on.
He tried to kick that man.
No, you getting excited about the death of the man? Come on
because
now.
he
We
deserved-
not
that's
getting.
dirty.
No, we
Dirty.
don't know that. Allegedly. Oh, here we go again. Let me see. Bam.
Dirty man doing dirty tricks. And the fact that he's
That looks really weird, though. That do look really weird. Why would that foot kick up?
Because he kicked the shit out of the man.
Why would that foot kick up?
Why would that?
I actually thought it was the other foot. I'm totally wrong. I do apologize, people.
Do apologize to the fans and everybody else. Imagine what his family going
You need to
through
apologize for all that
here.
celebration.
I'm not celebrating because he kicked him, man. Damn, dog. I'm celebrating because somebody understands.
I'm watching this over and over again. See, I need to see, dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
What I'm missing? Wait. You know what I'm missing?
What you missing?
We watch NBA games. I watch hockey games. I've been to a hockey game.
right.
Why they didn't do a zoom in?
Why they do it
So you can get closer.
They don't want you to see how he deliberately, because it's bad for it'll be bad for the hockey league.
But they zoom in after the fact when they picking them up off the floor.
Because now they showing the act. They showing the
Look how they zoomed in. Look, see why we so far away? Why we can't be zoomed in on that right there?
Because they had to pick that's actually what you see is actually the people who shoot the camera from the top by the scoreboard. You know the scoreboard overhead the arena? And then he probably realized what happened and got close to see if he saw the blood on the ice. When they saw him fall and they saw the blood on ice, that's when he zoomed in. That man put his foot up high in the air.
I ain't gonna lie, this is just from perspective. I know they got 3,000 cameras and 3,000 million angles.
They only showing one angle right here. Last time I saw 5, 6, 7 angles. That's what I'm saying.
They don't want you to see that man deliberately kick that man.
But that's the assumption you came up with, so that's the video that they're showing.
But that's because that's what it is.
It ain't always what it is from what angle. You know that from basketball.
They had to take a lot of them angles down.
You know that. Wait. You know that from basketball that you can go up on one side and see the little foul, but you don't see the dude through the elbow and dude throat before he made the layup.
And that is true. So in this case, you could deliberately see the man's foot go in the air.
I do see that.
This ain't about nobody.
I do see that. I do see him bump dude. I do see him bump dude. I can't see a reason why his foot would go up because I thought he actually was undercut.
And the man is being charged with he's got arrested for manslaughter but not being charged.
What's the how are you arrested for something but you're not charged?
It says manslaughter.
So so you're arrested for a manslaughter but you're not charged with the manslaughter.
It says manslaughter is done without malice.
I understand that.
So
I'm explaining the same thing.
I'm trying to explain it to you, but you talking.
I'm explaining the same thing. If you listen to what I'm saying,
sorry. Go ahead. I get excited.
I said he got he didn't get charged with it, but it's for that charge. He got arrested for that charge. In other words, he got arrested for the charge of manslaughter, but he didn't get charged with the manslaughter. That's what they basically saying.
Because to me, he got arrested for the define of the investigation.
It's a manslaughter because somebody died, and it's like you said, without malice.
No,
so it's going to be a manslaughter regardless.
It's a manslaughter because in that situation, as a hockey player, you can't prove that.
It ain't got nothing to do with a hockey player.
Yes, this is all about the league. This is not.
I'm talking about the charge. I'm not talking about the league.
Yeah, you won't listen to nothing
because you talking about the league.
If it ain't basketball, what you looking at right now is a man who just allegedly killed the man on the ice on purpose. Let me finish before you. No. He allegedly killed that man on ice on purpose. If that gets out, for the hockey league to have to see that, whether it's minor or professional, it's bad for the league.
Anytime somebody die on the ice, it's going to be bad for the league.
No, not when you have somebody who...
Not when you name one time that you die on the ice and it's not...
You have never seen anybody who deliberately picked their fucking blade off the skate, Tony.
I don't know anybody that died from any type of assault on the ice.
Like that? That man deliberately picked up his foot. He's being charged with manslaughter.
So he's guilty based on what you see. He's guilty.
Look what they said.
I'm just asking a question.
Again, what did they say? They greeted him back with a standing ovation.
Right.
No way.
Okay.
How you think that make the Johnson family feel?
I know what you're saying.
No way. You can't tell me you arrested him for manslaughter but didn't charge him.
I don't understand it either.
No way. You trying to protect the league. What is there to protect? That's just like, here, I'm about to go into something that we all talk about all the time.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's just like the NFL players who get arrested for domestic violence. Yes. Mm-hmm. And the league buries it. Do they not? Because they don't want you to know.
They try. They do try.
Because they don't want you to know.
Mm-hmm. FDR drive shut down out the train.
So it's, you know what? It's one of those things where I gotta really say, yo, I have to be passionate for my man. I gotta be passionate for the Johnson family. I'm sorry, that's not the way.
Of course you're passionate.
Even if I play street hockey, I had never played nowhere. I wanted to pick my roller skate up and hit nobody in the face.
In the throat or none of that.
Oh man, as much as you get angry playing basketball, men throw elbows.
Mm-hmm. You don't just go straight at
You don't just don't go. Yeah,
I understand that.
Come on. And for those who've seen it done, those are people you definitely be like, yo, put him out. He can't play. He can't play with that. Yeah, we don't play with that.
No, I ain't playing with him.
For you to write in the thing that this man, Matt Petgrave, came back to a standing ovation. What is that saying?
They're saying they support him as a hockey player, but I don't know.
That's saying that, you know what?
They believe it wasn't with malice. That's what they
Or does it believe that the people who support the league believe in violence? You get a man comes
supporting a league that believe in violence. No. So you think they praising the killing?
Listen, why would you give a man?
Yes or no?
Okay, I gotta answer it with a question.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would you give
that tell people?
If you feel that way, why would you give a man a standing ovation on a comeback, knowing he just did what he did?
Because everybody don't believe he did what he did.
Because nobody believes it was an accident.
I didn't say nobody. I said them individuals don't believe that he did what he did. They believe it was an accident. So they actually showing him support. I don't know either way.
Yeah.
Yo, stop jumping, bro.
Did you wrap your joint in, man? I did that and it choked my throat. Yeah, it's all right. But I'm just saying at this point in time, you telling somebody that you're not gonna charge this man, but you're gonna arrest him on manslaughter. You can't do that in the States. You cannot. You telling me you're gonna arrest me for manslaughter, but you're not gonna charge me. But then you're gonna
charge you yet until
he got out on bail.
I know,
which means he got charged. If you didn't get charged, why do you get released on bail?
I don't think the bail was actually a financial thing. I think the bail was like a reconnaissance thing. I don't believe it was cash. They didn't say how much, did they?
Bail is not a reconnaissance thing.
Well, what bail did they?
They didn't say he was going to be released on his own.
I understand that. I might have.
Come on now, we both know the difference between. Okay, go ahead. I apologize.
I'm trying to apologize for the comment because I was wrong.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I don't believe. Did you see a cash amount?
No.
Well, that's my point.
That it's undisclosed. But then here again, we listen. Now we have reported from the 3 different newspapers, 3 different websites, who all saying 3 different things.
Okay, and basically we come up with that
right?
he was charged. No, he was arrested for something.
For manslaughter. Okay, I'm sorry.
He was arrested for something that he wasn't charged for, and he was given a bail that he shouldn't have needed. Because if he's not charged, what do I need a bail for?
What do we need a bail for? It didn't say he was released on his own record, because that's a good one.
I know. I
made that clear. I made that clear. So we got that clear. We're going to see. We're going to have a part 3. Because,
okay, wait.
Go ahead.
Now, one other question. Do you have to see a judge to get a bail? Well, no. That's definitely no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because in out of state, you don't have to see a judge to get a bail. You can get a bail 20 minutes after you're arrested.
Right, but it's a different country.
Oh shit!
So we don't know the rules. We don't know the rules of that country.
Oh, see that makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference.
That's why you can be charged without. I mean, you can get arrested while getting charged.
Right, because maybe manslaughter over there might not be what it's over here.
I disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
Because
we both could be wrong.
Hold on now. Because if you steal in some countries, you go through the system.
We talking about manslaughter.
No, but I'm just saying there are rules for.
I know that you steal in
okay,
China,
so
you can go to jail for some years.
So maybe their manslaughter can be where you can come out on bail and fight that. I don't know if you can do that here.
Yeah.
On some cases, yeah. Sometimes the prosecution will hold you without bail.
But it's based on the crime and based on who you
manslaughter is manslaughter. It can't be based on the crime if it's manslaughter.
Yes, it can. Because you the one looked up manslaughter is without malice. That means manslaughter can be an accident.
Yes.
You can hit somebody with your car and they die. That's manslaughter. They will release you. They don't keep you for that.
Yes,
it was an accident.
Okay.
If you get in an accident and somebody dies, you don't go to jail. Long as you're not intoxicated or anything like that, but if you're just coming home from work or something normally and an accident, that's why it's called an accident occurs and somebody dies.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If you're in an accident, allegedly,
and
you hit someone, allegedly,
yes,
and you're arrested for manslaughter, but you're
not arrested.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You're arrested for manslaughter, but you're not charged and you have a bail. How do you handle it?
I wouldn't handle that because that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
If you're in the first thing they're gonna do is take you in and test you, see if you're on anything.
Right.
If that clears, they more than likely they won't hold you. There's no bail. It's an accident.
See how you hit the nail on the head? All I have to do is bring you to the point.
No, I already knew what the point was. I had to reach.
So if you see what's happening right now in the NHL, and you just said it, the first thing they have to do is do an investigation to see if you was under
right. That's the
any
first thing
type
they
of
do.
substance.
Right.
Now we all know that all sports players allegedly
Yeah, I'm glad you threw that in there.
Allegedly
I must have seen my eyeballs.
play with some type of substance because most of the time
Why?
let me say why. Most of the time they take cortisone shots and they take certain shots for pain. Although you may think it's just for pain, no one knows the side effects of these drugs that they are administrating to these sports
Yes,
athletes.
they do.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They know the side effect. You're dealing with specialists and doctors, and they know the side effects because they are specialists and doctors.
Okay.
And then you're dealing with the best in the business because they're dealing with athletes.
Okay.
So any drug they give you, they know exactly what they're giving you and what's in there.
So you could say at this point, this guy is being charged with manslaughter for accidentally kicking this guy in the ice.
I'm not
but
going to
he
say he was charged with manslaughter because they stated that he was.
He was arrested. Excuse me.
He was arrested for manslaughter.
He was arrested for manslaughter for accidentally kicking his foot in the man's throat.
Right.
Right. At this point, at this time, he's not being charged. If you are his lawyer and he gets bail,
I know. Stop right there for a minute because I don't understand why he gets bail.
right?
I don't know what he needs a bail for if you're not charged.
If you're not
so I
charged.
don't understand that. That might be an out of jurisdiction rule that I don't understand because I've never seen that before. But
This story gets complicated.
not really. Not really.
To me, I
because
think the
it's
NHL is
not-
hiding
It's
something.
not our thing, and it's not even in our country.
Does that matter? To report the story, I mean, does that matter?
Not really. It's the rules that might change and the security factors that might change in hockey.
I think this affects all hockey organizations.
Well, yeah, of course, because it's about safety.
It's about safety.
Right.
But at the same time, they're all going to look at that in a different way.
No, here you go. Go ahead, tell me a different way.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. We're going to hear it anyway.
Well, I'm sorry. I always look at things black and white.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Since
I
we was
just-
raised that just like they came out with color TVs, everything has a shade.
Maybe you don't think so, but to me, I just think that by him
There
doing,
was a black man after a white man. He threw his foot up there to cut him in the neck. That's what that is. That what you?
well, you said it. I didn't say
Is
it.
that
I
a yes?
just,
So I take that to be a yes.
I can agree with it.
Oh, okay then. So that's
I can agree with it.
Okay.
I'm glad it didn't came out my mouth. It came out yours.
Well,
but I can't agree with
They
it.
tell me that at work that I say things that people are thinking.
I don't. Hey, listen,
But anyway,
the thought is out. The thought is out.
and you're owning up to it, ain't
That's
that so?
right.
Okay. But you didn't.
There's no way of all my years of watching hockey, and I've done a little research. Took a couple of days to see as much as I could see on the photo. You have seen some. There has been real bad accidents of people with skates sliding. You know, when they fall in front of the goalie gets cut and things like that. But that right there, never. If it might have been a stick, I've seen a stick to the face. I've seen that. Where people knock them up right in the face with the stick. I've seen that. I've seen elbows to the face. I've seen people fall on the floor and people took a stick and shoved it in the man's mouth. I seen them take a person on the boards, check him on the boards, and take the stick, the curvy part of the stick, and wrap it around the motherfucking neck. But I ain't never seen anybody take their foot off the ice in a deliberate motion such as this man did allegedly, or my opinion, no one else's but Big Rand's.
I think they're just maybe they possibly trying to find a reason to say that it was deliberate.
Okay.
But they can't find one.
Okay.
That could be it too.
Okay,
But
it could be to
I'm
the
just
point where, like
speculating.
he was saying, he was trying to avoid the player. Because if you look at it from that angle, you can argue that that player cut underneath him.
You might need to see different angles because sometimes, like I say, just like in basketball, you used to be like, "Yo, he didn't foul him," but then when you see a different angle, you
done
see
bust
that
him in the
elbow.
head.
You see that elbow up under. They call it offensive foul. Dude got hit. His hand got hit when he shot, but they didn't see the elbow to the throat that he threw the dude before he threw the hook shot.
Okay,
But
that's
the
all
other
agreeable.
angle from the other side would show you that. We only saw one angle, so I'm not gonna pronounce any type of guilty perception out of that. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
well, I'll do it by myself.
I'm
saying,
have no problem.
I'm
with it.
saying, hey man,
as long as you ain't got a problem with saying you was wrong.
he
that's all.
put that foot on that boy.
He put foot on the boy.
He put foot on that boy.
Now, so they probably investigating to see if there was any beef prior to that that would cause him to want to do something like that. Obviously, they didn't come up with anything.
Something happened.
Nah, see, that's you fishing.
Something happened
fishing.
prior to this to make that man want to pick
You
up his
fishing.
foot.
You fishing.
Okay. Investigations may show that man picked up his foot.
For a reason. For
Man, he
something
might have
did to
been. He
him.
might have been going
He
after him
coulda
for
did
something to a
him
teammate.
Okay, yeah, or he could have did something to him on the last play. You know how somebody gets slapped upside the head and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get him back on the next goal."
And it happens every day in basketball.
I just said that.
Happens
That's what I
every
was
day in
referring to.
football. So why should hockey be different? Because a man died?
No, because they're dealing with much more dangerous stuff. You're dealing with a skate to the head or skate
Man,
to
kids
the neck.
don't even do things like that, man. You don't even
Okay.
got kids making that type of accident. Come
So
on,
you're not
man.
sure. Well, the kids can make that type of accident. I'm sure they said that has happened before. You better do some more research. They did say
I
that.
said I saw it when
No, you
people's
said
been
you
cut
never
by the
saw
skate.
it like that.
Where a man kicks some other person with a skate?
Yes, it has happened before. Research it. It has happened before. Get kicked in the chest, get kicked in the head, get kicked in the. They have got hit in the neck before, but not at that level.
And what level is that? To the level of
Level
death?
of death, right? A level of bleeding out on the ice, all of that.
They shouldn't have moved him.
They shouldn't have moved him.
They shouldn't have moved
He
him.
got up. They helped him up, rather. They helped
should-
him up
they
because
should've
he was
made-
able to walk. They were trying to get him over to get him some real help. And nobody knew how bad it was. They thought maybe it was just a nick, but then they seen all the blood. They didn't know how far it was. It could have been to the arm. It could have been to anything. They didn't know where it was coming from.
My shout out goes to the Johnson family and to Mr. Adam Johnson himself. You know, hopefully you can play hockey in heaven for as long as you like, as well as you like. Amen. Let's get to the closing story of the night. Although it's not on the screen, it's definitely worth talking about.
Which one are you talking about? 'Cause
Man gets shot in the head while preaching on the corner for people to do what?
to go to church.
To go to church.
To go to church. I remember that. That's one topic. You also had another one, how everybody's talking about now another Adams, Eric Adams, which is our mayor. Here come budget cuts now. Now they talking about budget cuts because of the migrants is going to cut down on train, police, and medical.
Wow.
That's a story.
What you
all in
want to
itself.
end with? You want to end with Eric Adams, or
I
you
just
want?
ended with that. We're gonna talk about that later on. We just let them know what's to come. Those two topics are what's to come. Those two topics. We gotta talk about Adams because he's really about to. How you gonna cut police in a hot when crime is at its most high?
We're gonna talk about the mayor with the only bling bling in his
shit!
ear. Hey, Ralph, he got the bling bling, Ralph.
Got the 2 earrings.
He got the 2 earring bling blings. And I like it, Ralph said.
Is that why we cutting taxes?
I went back to listen to some of his speeches outdoors. He does do that too.
Right.
I smell that in the air. Yeah, he does do that. Y'all smell that in the air.
So you think it? So okay, would it be wrong for him to partake in marijuana?
I think the man gets high.
No, see, you didn't answer the
I
question. You always do that.
said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't answer the
Okay,
question.
I'm sorry. Let me answer the
The
question.
question was, would it be wrong for your mayor to indulge in marijuana?
On or off duty?
So it does make a difference.
Makes a difference.
When is he off duty?
He's
He's supposed to be on 24
Hold on,
hours.
they have a law for the police officers that they can't get high off duty.
Right.
So I want to know what it's like for the city officials.
That's another topic we got to go back to. About
Isn't
the
he
police.
considered a higher police officer?
Yes, he was a police officer.
Right. So he gets to carry a gun too.
I'm sure he probably don't carry
Okay.
it
So
with
should
him,
he
but I'm
be
sure
able to
he has
get
it.
high off duty?
And well, you know what his defense.
Mind you, he's a carrier.
Wait.
Okay,
You know what
I'm
his
sorry.
defense would be?
What?
He's no longer carrying a gun on a regular basis.
Bullshit.
Wait, listen. Remember,
Bull-
you're not listening. There
I'm
you go
listening.
again.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Go
You're
ahead.
not remembering from the show we did prior. We was talking about it's not about them being an officer, but it's about you carrying a gun is why you can't smoke marijuana.
Right.
So if he's not carrying a gun, being an officer, he can deal with marijuana.
Actually, what it did say
Go ahead.
was whether you are on or off duty, you are not allowed to partake because you signed a waiver.
I just said that.
Okay, so he
Different
signed a
words.
waiver too.
No, he does the waiver. See, you didn't listen to what I just said.
You said
See,
because people who carry it on the regular. That's the only difference you said.
You're not listening.
Okay, I got it.
What I'm trying to explain to you is the rule was
rules.
The officers in New Jersey, they got fired.
Right.
They didn't get fired because they was working for the police department.
Right.
They got fired because it requires a gun to do their job.
The city said okay.
It requires a gun
Okay.
when doing their job, and you can't possess a firearm if you're under the influence of marijuana.
Right.
That's what it was.
Off
so
duty.
I'm saying no. It's not off duty. You can't possess a gun and be on marijuana at any time. That's what they're saying. That's why they lost their job, because
Right.
you have to be off marijuana. You can't do marijuana.
But I just want to be clear
because
on
of the
something.
firearm permit.
Jersey City said it didn't mind. It was the state of New Jersey who said no, they cannot work and smoke duty. Well, I'm just wanted to be clear.
Because of the firearm, not because of their
I
job.
understand, but I wanted to, because you said Jersey, I wanted to be clear that the city, New Jersey City, it was New Jersey City officers, their inner city officers, and New Jersey City said fine, but the state of New Jersey said no. I got to make that clear. So it's like if New York City cop does something and the New York City department says, hey, it's fine with us, but the state of New York says no, it's a big difference. It's a big difference.
It's because of the firearm.
I'm just telling you something.
That's it.
The firearm is a big difference.
Yes, because without the firearm, you can't do the job.
My question to you is, should the mayor be able to get...
No, wait, no. You got
high
wait.
off duty?
Wait.
Oh, man.
You didn't never... The question started with you.
With me.
I said, should it be okay for your mayor to smoke marijuana? You said no because of the same reason of the police, but I said no to that because he's not carrying a firearm on a constant basis. So maybe he can.
But what if he is?
I don't think he is, because he's the mayor now. He doesn't have to run down the street with a gun. He has protection.
Why does the people's perception of a person's perception of having a gun is running down the street?
I'm saying he's not fighting any crime, so why does he need a gun?
He's fighting crimes every day. It's just he's not on the front line.
He's not fighting any crimes.
He's
verbally fighting
so
crimes.
when the general goes to war, he don't carry a sidearm?
He ain't in war.
Wow, man.
Wow, man. Okay, who is he fighting against?
My whole point I'm trying
Who
to
is
make
he fighting
is
against?
that my thing is if a person is
he ain't drawing no damn sword on nobody.
If a person is off duty,
right,
whether they possess a firearm or not, whether they work for the government, whether they work for the city, whether they work for the federal, whether they work for the state, I said it twice, excuse me. Really doesn't matter if you're off duty.
Incorrect. But I'm gonna let
what
you
finish.
you finish.
See, the whole thing about working for these jobs nowadays, and why, before it was none of that, man.
Real, he not listening.
I understand because of the firearm.
Go ahead.
But that's what you want to yell out? Because of the firearm. I got it.
Obviously you don't.
What I'm saying to you is that a person should be allowed to relax his way, how he feels.
Not in the eyes of the firearm.
So here's the thing.
Permitters.
If you're a person who smokes marijuana, right? So now, my question is, how do you know I smoke marijuana? If it's legal to smoke, why are you drug testing me? See, that right there is that's a double standard or a catch-44. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you answer, man.
There are certain requirements
Right.
for the job.
Because of the firearm.
I'm talking about for any job.
Okay.
There's certain requirements.
Right.
You have to meet those requirements to keep your job. Is it correct?
Yes.
So to meet your requirements as an officer,
Right.
you have to maintain a firearm, right?
Right.
But to maintain a firearm,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot be under any influence of marijuana.
I understand that.
That's it.
So we back to the firearm.
No, we back to what's required to be a police officer.
So basically, when you off duty, you on duty.
No. It doesn't matter if you're off duty because marijuana, unlike other drugs, stay within your system for a long period of time. So anytime you're getting a urine test or a blood test, it's going to come up as if you smoked yesterday. Even though officially they can tell how long it was that you smoked.
You know what's crazy? That they'll do a drug test for cocaine, heroin, marijuana, but they won't do one for alcohol.
Only if
Because
during the situation it comes up
unless
that you had.
unless he wrecks the car or,
Yeah, exactly.
or something of
That's
a
when they'll check.
yeah.
So you saying that on a spontaneous basis they should just do a quick test of your alcohol level? That's what you're saying? A random, that's the word I was looking for. A random test of your alcohol.
Yeah, because see, here's the
I'm just wanting to understand what you was implying.
see, because it's like I always call it a catch-44 because they tell you alcohol is not considered a drug, right? But it is considered to be under the influence. But yet, when they come and get you, it's the Tobacco, Alcohol, and Drug Association.
Firearm.
Yeah, and firearm, whatever. You know what I mean. So my thing is, well, if alcohol is not a drug, why would you put it in the same organization like that? Does it come under racketeering?
I think so. I'm not exactly sure, but I think so. I think it comes under the illegal sale of alcohol.
So now you have the Alcohol Gun Commission.
Well, that's been since Prohibition.
They're investigating what they think is not an issue and is the biggest issue amongst several people who work in these organizations who are not allowed to have drugs in their system.
So a lot of people say, so I can't smoke a joint, but I could drink a 6-pack.
Right. And the point is that you can go to work and have it in your cup.
What, beer?
Whatever you
Or
like.
liquor? Yeah.
Because you can hide it
have
with
it
the
in
fruit
your
punch, your
coffee,
tea, yeah.
I know a lot of people drink, they drink vodka for that reason, because vodka doesn't give them much of a smell.
Of smell.
Right.
It's a deodorizer.
Okay, we ain't going there, but yeah.
I'm just saying vodka is a deodorizer.
I know, we did a show on that too.
So at this point, you know, rules and regulations change for what? What was the sense of making marijuana legal if it's not legal for everybody?
Well, it's never going to be legal for everybody, but the purpose of making it legal is to benefit the government and state. Instead of fighting the people who bringing the weed in there already, why not get paid off it?
That's why we're losing a lot of our correction officers. And now I truly and understand why he cut back the next class. I could basically pinpoint why Mayor Adams cut back all the budget.
What he said, basically, to the migrants that's coming in. But how if you're giving government funding for them, which you should be, on accountability of taking them in, why do we have to take budget cuts for it? That's why I said that's a whole nother show. That's
the fact that we're taking the budget cut for it and the city is paying for it.
The city's paying for it without budget cut.
But that's what I'm saying. So, and then on top of that, our taxes.
They
but he said
police.
He won't. But they are saying that they're not going to raise the taxes.
You're taking out police, so you're raising crime but not raising taxes.
crime is raising itself.
But you're raising it more if you removing the police that you do have. That's not even stopping the problem. That's another.
Shit, when it comes to crime, I believe police are the biggest problem for crime.
Wow. So you
Because
saying we're better without them?
No.
Okay then.
I'm saying that right now that when it comes to crime, the police are part of the problem too, because they're not there to protect and serve anymore. Most of them feel like they're judge and jury.
Okay. Do you have some solutions?
The only solution you can possibly put out there is to train them a little better, do more psychiatric evaluations on the people we hire, because
Which they do.
I said better.
Okay, I said which they do. But people who also have
because you can be fooled the first time around.
That's what I was about to say. People who have these evaluations and get them regularly, the ones that do have slight problems or more difficult problems, they know how to hide them.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
I had a relative that had issues with mental health, and then after a while, he learned how to adjust to it, to say the right things, to keep them from getting confined or restricted.
Because my thing in the whole matter is that no matter what you said, they're human beings with problems, and you're giving them guns. Regardless of how you look at it, they're human beings with problems, and you're giving them guns. Whether it be financially, marital, personal, you're giving these people guns. And they're able to take it out on the people who don't have guns. Because 90% of the times, I've been stopped for no reason.
Okay, but you got to think about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You just said giving guns to people who have problems. Nate, tell me someone who don't has a problem.
That's the
rich
point.
or poor.
That's
so that
the
means
point.
you wouldn't give guns to anybody then.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Okay.
In England, in England and places like that, they don't carry guns.
Okay, but are there guns?
They have guns, but
Why should there be any guns?
No, listen, if there's a gun situation that happens in England, they have what we call the SWAT team over there, who comes out to handle all guns situations. Other than that, I'm strongly believe there shouldn't be no police who should carry a stun gun. Yes. What do you possibly need to carry a gun for? Everybody in the city doesn't carry a gun. And for those you do, if you're able to, detain them, you can detain them. If not, this is where you call the squad.
This is where you call the squad.
I mean, every police officer don't handle a kidnapping case. You got time? I'm watching. I'm about to what's the name? But yeah, we're gonna talk about Eric Adams in the next show. We damn near did it anyway. But it was just a good topic to go into. But the point of the young man being shot in his head while preaching about God on the corner is something that I really would like to talk about, because there are a lot of them out there. What could possibly have been said for you to shoot someone in the head for telling you to go to church? Stories get complicated, people.
No, it's not. But see, it's not telling you to go to church, because you don't have to listen. You could keep walking.
Right.
So
something had to ensue.
That's what makes it difficult. I don't know. But you got to remember you're dealing with mental health, so something didn't have to ensue. We have had situations on the train where people just spontaneously just went to beat somebody up or cut somebody just because of the mental health that they're going through. They look like somebody who did something to them. They could look like somebody who gave them a needle or gave them a bad drug that messed them up.
They constantly said that God is going to destroy the world by flood. And I keep telling people, are you looking at the world? Do you see flood or do you see famine? You better pay attention. And he also said that the meek shall inherit the earth. Watch yourself, people. It is serious. We going down. We just don't know when we going down. But we going down. Might not be in this lifetime. Man, that's good, man. That's a couple of shows in 2 days, man. You've been embarking on TRT production, the Rand and Tone show. What is that?
That's something. Watch the ending. You like, oh shit,
man. What? See, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, that's security.
Yeah, because she was wilding out at a movie theater. The usher had to take her out. She beating up the usher. And then all of a sudden, you don't see the cops that tase her, and she just fall flat.
That's crazy.
Bloom, and just hit the floor. It turned out. It's funny, but not funny. But anyway.
How's that funny?
The way she hit the floor was funny. She brought that on herself. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that was his opinion and not mine. That woman could have hurt herself, man.
She could have hurt other people, too.
Tasing her like that in the back of oh, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. I was looking for the closeout, man. That last story just got to me. I just had to think about that. Man gets shot in the head for preaching about God. God damn. We just...
That's just like the 3-year-old shot a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
This is a mad world.
Yeah, tell me about it, people. Good night, people. Yay. On behalf of TRT Production, I am your host, Big Man, along with my co-host, Tony Tone.
Yeah, woody woo, y'all.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you clicked on us tonight, and we appreciate that. Until we can talk to you again, you have a safe and prosperous day, and may God bless you to wake up in the morning. Have a blessed day, people.
But all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I was always thinking about ways to do better, so focused on making cheddar so we could live forever in a better spot, better place. Things moving right today. All I wanna do is make you smile in the best of ways. We done been through a whole lot, but we here, baby. No ifs and buts and